Hey everyone, Marcel here. Welcome back to my kitchen. Guys, today I'm super excited to share my second video in my Easy Holiday Treats series. Today I am going to show you how to make two different types of seasoned crackers or marinated saltines. If you're not familiar with this treat, I think it's gonna blow your mind. The first time I heard about a marinated saltine cracker, I was like, why would you do that? But then I tried them and they were so good. So this is an awesome way to up your game with your cheese and cracker tray for the holidays or for any time of the year, for any occasion really. These are easy enough to make anytime. But we are gonna make the marinated seasoned saltines two ways. First, I'm gonna talk about our spicy Italian saltines and then Smoky Ranch saltines. So super excited to share how to make these guys. Let's get started. Okay, y'all, so first up, I'm gonna show you how I make my absolute favorite seasoned cracker, which are these spicy Italian seasoned saltines. They are so delicious. I'm telling you, my mouth is absolutely watering right now. I can't wait for these to be done. But now, before we get started, I'm just gonna say for both recipes, the spices as I share them are assuming you're marinating one sleeve of saltines, okay? So for both recipes, I'm gonna run through the ingredients and the portions, and just know that if you wanna make 2 sleeves, 3 sleeves, you know, a bigger batch, you're gonna need to adjust the ingredients accordingly. So anyhow, that being said, let's go ahead and look at what we need for these delicious spicy Italian saltines. We are gonna need 2 tablespoons of this dry, zesty Italian salad dressing mix. Gonna need 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Gonna need a 1/4 teaspoon of dried dill. Oh, I'm sorry, a 1/2 teaspoon of dried dill. And then we're gonna take a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper, and this gives it a nice little kick. And then for the oil base of this, I'm just using some vegetable oil today. I have used canola oil before. Any plain, neutral oil you can use for this. I have actually never made this with olive oil, sunflower oil, corn oil, anything like that. But canola oil and vegetable oil are safe bets. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. I'm gonna show you how to put together these spicy Italian saltines. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a 1/2 cup of this vegetable oil in my mixing cup. And then we're just gonna go, just absolutely go all in with all the ingredients and give it a good whisk. So there's the oil. Now we've got 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. I always keep these little bottles around. If you prefer to squeeze a little fresh, that's totally up to you. All right, so now a 1/2 teaspoon of dill, which is just about all I've got. I've got a brand new bottle in there, but I think we'll be able to use this up here. Okay, now opening the seasoning mix. Guys, these are so quick and easy, and they're so good. Now, if I can just get the package open. Okay. Okay, finally got this package open. It was not cooperating, but we got it done. All right, so 2 tablespoons of this Italian dressing seasoning mix. And then finally, a little kick, a little 1/4 teaspoon of this crushed red pepper. All right, so I'm just gonna give this a good mix. Okay, so we've got our marinade all done. It smells so good. I love that Italian seasoning. That Italian dressing mix is so good. Okay, and so now you're just gonna take this after it's been whisked and well mixed and just pour it right over the top of your crackers. And now you're just gonna have to mix them up, guys. I use a bowl, obviously, and a silicone spatula, and just kind of mix them around. and you'll be able to see when they're all coated. And then you're gonna close the lid to your bowl and let them sit for an hour, and then you'll come back and stir them again. All this oil, it looks like a lot, but it will get absorbed into these crackers, and it just leaves the most amazing coating on them. I promise you, they're so good. Anyhow, I'm gonna mix them up, make sure every single cracker is nicely coated, and then they're going to sit and soak up all this delicious flavoring. All right, on to the next recipe. Okay guys, so for the next recipe, these Smoky Ranch Saltines are so delicious. They have a very different flavor profile from the spicy Italian marinated saltines. These are definitely a lot more tangy, and they are spicy and smoky. But we are going to start off with 2 tablespoons of the ranch dressing mix, the dry mix. And we're going to be combining that with a 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of some delicious smoked paprika. Then another 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper for just a little bit of heat. 2 teaspoons of lime juice. And then again, we are going to be marinating 1 sleeve of crackers in this recipe with a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. All right, so let's go ahead and get started so these babies can soak up all of this delicious flavor. Okay guys, so for our Smoky Ranch Saltines, I'm starting off again with a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil in my measuring cup, or you can use a small bowl or whatever you got handy. And to that oil, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of this dry ranch seasoning mix. Set the rest of that aside. Then we're gonna go ahead and add a 1/4 teaspoon of this crushed red pepper. You can sub cayenne pepper here. Also, it actually works really, really well in this. Believe it or not, I just can't find my cayenne pepper. Somehow I lost it in our move. All right, so chili powder. I'm gonna go in with a 1/4 teaspoon. And then again, another 1/4 teaspoon of this smoked paprika, one of my favorite spices of all time. And then finally 2 teaspoons of lime juice. All right, let's give this a good mix. Okay, so our Smoky Ranch marinade is all done. Look at that incredible color. Smells so good, you guys. And I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but I am using saltines with no salt on the top. So do get the saltines with unsalted tops. I highly recommend that. I have made this before with regular saltines that have the salted tops, and in my opinion, it just gets a little bit too salty. So unsalted tops, guys. I'll be sure to put that in the description box. But anyhow, our marinade is ready. So we're going right over the top, just like we did before. Gonna give these a good stir, make sure every cracker is coated, and then we're gonna let it sit for an hour and come back and stir it again. And just like with the other ones, all of this oil will get absorbed, and what will be left is this amazing, spicy, smoky coating on these crackers. All right, so I'm gonna get these mixed up and covered, and I'll see you in about an hour when we check up on these little babies. Okay guys, so it's been about an hour and a half since I've put the crackers in the marinade. So we're gonna have a look at the spicy Italian crackers. And to be fair, I did stir these already about 30 minutes ago. but I want you to see that the oil is gone from the bottom of the container if you can. It's all been absorbed. Okay, so here's a little closer look at the cracker. They are a little bit shiny right now from the oil, but as they sit, this will become more like a powdery coating and they get nice and crispy on the outside. So I'm just gonna give them a quick, gentle little toss and cover them back up. I'm gonna let them sit until I'm ready to serve them. All right, so let's have a look at our Smoky Ranch. Ooh, look at that color, guys. Same thing. I did stir these at the same time about an hour ago. And so just a gentle little toss. And again, you can see the oil is completely gone from the bottom of the container. And the crackers are wet. But like I said, they'll just keep on absorbing the oil and they'll become nice and crispy again. And it's just gonna be like a powdery coating on the top. A very flavorful powdery coating on the top. All right, so I'm gonna cover them back up. And the next time you see these, they'll have some cheese on the side. Okay guys, well thank you so much for joining me while I put together these delicious, flavorful, and pretty spicy seasoned saltine crackers. These are seriously some of our favorite treats. They are so quick and easy, guys. Like, you can make these just because you feel like it on Friday night. They're so easy and tasty, absolutely wonderful by themselves, but even better with a selection of cheese to go on top of them or dips. We absolutely love it, and I hope you do too. If this type of treat, if these seasoned saltines are new to you and you try them, please get back to me and let me know how you like them if you do. I'd love to hear from you. But thanks again, guys. Look for another video in this easy holiday treat series to come out next week. And I hope you love it, guys. Stay safe out there. I'll see you in the next video.